Ever thought about going on a road trip but worried about wheelchair accessibility? Well, let's quell those worries today. Road trips are an incredible way to explore, and they can be a fun, accessible adventure for everyone. It's all about planning ahead. Ensuring wheelchair accessibility doesn't have to be a daunting task. It's about creating a journey that's smooth sailing from start to finish. Remember, it's your adventure. With the right preparation, you can create unforgettable memories on the open road. The first step to any successful road trip is thorough planning. This rings especially true when planning a wheelchair-accessible road trip. It's not just about picking a destination and hitting the road. It's about ensuring that the journey is as smooth and enjoyable as your destination. The key to a seamless trip lies in researching your destinations and routes for wheelchair accessibility. You'd be surprised at how many places are wheelchair-friendly, but it's always better to know before you go. This means looking into things like wheelchair ramps, accessible restrooms, and parking. Now you might be wondering, how do I find this information? Well, we live in a digital age, and there are countless online resources available at your fingertips. Websites, blogs, and forums can offer a wealth of information from people who've been there and done that. They can provide insights into the best routes to take, the most accessible attractions, and even the best places to eat. Moreover, there are numerous apps designed specifically to help you plan a wheelchair-accessible trip. These apps can provide real-time updates on the accessibility of different locations, making your planning process much less daunting. But it's not just about the destination and the route. It's also about the journey. So, don't forget to plan for rest stops along the way. Checking out the accessibility of these places before you set off can make your road trip a lot more comfortable. Remember, the more you plan, the smoother your journey will be. Your vehicle is your home on the road, so make sure it's comfortable and accessible. When it comes to choosing the right vehicle for your wheelchair-accessible road trip, you've got plenty of options. The type of vehicle you choose depends on your specific needs and preferences. Let's take a closer look at a few possibilities. If you're going for a shorter trip, or if you're traveling alone, a wheelchair-accessible van might be your best bet. These vans are typically outfitted with ramps or lifts, making it easy to get in and out. Plus, they're compact enough to navigate city streets and parking lots with relative ease. Now, if you're planning a longer journey or traveling with a group, you might want to consider a wheelchair-accessible RV. These vehicles offer more space and amenities, such as a kitchen and sleeping quarters. They can make your road trip feel like a home away from home. Don't own a wheelchair-accessible vehicle? No problem. There are numerous rental services that offer vehicles equipped for wheelchair users. Just do a quick online search, and you'll find a variety of companies with a range of accessible vehicles to choose from. Remember, comfort and accessibility are key. Take the time to research your options, test drive different vehicles, and find the one that best fits your needs. Choosing the right vehicle can make all the difference in your road trip experience. Packing can be a daunting task, but with a checklist, you'll be good to go. Now let's talk about packing essentials. It's all about striking the right balance between what you want, what you need, and what you can comfortably carry. Remember, it's not just about packing light, it's about packing smart. First off, medical supplies. This is a non-negotiable. Make sure to pack enough medication for the entire trip and a few extra days just in case of any unexpected delays. It's also a good idea to carry some basic first aid supplies. Next, spare parts for the wheelchair. Wheelchairs, like any other machines, can break down. Having spare parts on hand, especially for those components prone to wear and tear, can save you a lot of stress. Consider packing extra tires, tubes, a small toolkit, and any other wheelchair-specific parts that might be hard to find on the road. Now, let's move on to accessible travel gear. There are some fantastic items out there designed to make travel more comfortable and convenient for wheelchair users. Think portable ramps, travel-sized wheelchair cushions, or even a collapsible reacher tool. These can be real game changers when it comes to navigating unfamiliar environments. Beyond these essentials, remember to pack for the weather and the activities you have planned. Warm clothes for chilly nights, a good sun hat for sunny days, and don't forget your swimsuit if there's a beach or pool in your itinerary. Also, consider packing some food and water. It's always good to have snacks on hand, and staying hydrated is important. Pack reusable water bottles and refill them at every opportunity. Last but not least, don't forget to leave some space for souvenirs. You're going on an adventure after all, and you'll want to bring back some memories. When you have all your essentials, you can travel with peace of mind. After a long day on the road, you'll want a comfortable place to rest. Ensuring that your accommodation is accessible and comfortable is paramount for a successful road trip. It's not just about having a place to sleep, but about having a space where you can truly unwind, free of any accessibility concerns. The first step is research. You'll want to do a thorough investigation into potential hotels, motels, or bed and breakfasts along your route. Look for places that clearly state they offer accessible accommodations. This could mean wheelchair-friendly rooms, accessible bathrooms, or other specific features that cater to your needs. Booking ahead of time is key. This not only guarantees your spot, but it also gives you the opportunity to communicate with the accommodation directly. You can ask them about their accessibility features and perhaps even request certain amenities that will make your stay more comfortable. There's a wealth of information online that can aid you in this process. Numerous platforms exist that list accessible accommodations across the globe. These sites often include detailed reviews from travelers who have first-hand experience with the accessibility of these places. Remember, the goal is to find a place where you can truly relax after a day of exploration, a place that caters to your needs and makes you feel at home, no matter how far you've traveled. A good night's sleep in a comfortable and accessible accommodation can recharge you for the next day's adventure. A road trip is not just about the journey, but also about the fun activities along the way. Indeed, the joy of a road trip lies in the experiences you gather, the sights you see, and the activities you partake in. And it's crucial to ensure that these activities are accessible, so that everyone, regardless of mobility, can participate and enjoy. Now, how do you go about finding these accessible activities? Well, it starts with a little bit of research. Before setting off on your adventure, take some time to look up the places you'll be visiting. Many tourist attractions, museums, and parks provide detailed information about accessibility on their websites. Now, let's talk about some examples of accessible activities. Outdoors, you might find wheelchair-accessible trails in national parks, or perhaps accessible beach wheelchairs at seaside resorts. These specially designed chairs have large, wide wheels that can easily roll on sand, making beach visits a breeze. Indoor activities can be just as exciting. Many museums and art galleries are designed to be wheelchair-friendly, with smooth, flat surfaces and wide corridors. And let's not forget about accessible theaters where you can enjoy a movie or a play. In essence, the world is full of accessible adventures waiting to be discovered. By doing your homework and planning ahead, you're not only creating a road trip that's enjoyable, but also inclusive. By planning accessible activities, you can ensure that everyone has a great time on the road trip. Road trips can be an exciting adventure for everyone, including wheelchair users. Remember, a successful journey begins with planning ahead. Choose a vehicle that caters to your needs, pack the essentials, and ensure your accommodations are accessible. Don't forget to include activities that are wheelchair-friendly. Your adventure awaits you, and with a bit of preparation, you can ensure it's one for the books. So get ready, plan your route, pack your essentials, and hit the open road for an unforgettable adventure.